Holy shit! That's bigger than me. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. What?
A dedicated Bigfoot researcher from the Squatch Mafia channel ventured alone into the dense wilderness of North Carolina to investigate unusual activity. The tense encounter begins as the researcher hears monstrous, frantic sounds, describing them in the moment as gorillas fighting in the tree.
I hope you can hear this. It sounds like gorillas fighting in the tree. They're breaking limbs bigger around than me. I've never seen anything like it in my life. This is the second time I've come over here. And the first time when I got up under them trying to figure out what it was, they started breaking limbs off and throwing them at me. And I still cannot figure out what it is. Look, they're ruining this freaking place. What in God's name is it? It's bigger than me, whatever it is. Because it's breaking limbs off that it would take me 2 minutes to saw.
The unseen entity immediately exhibits overwhelming, terrifying power by aggressively snapping off thick limbs, many described as bigger around than me. The threat level sharply escalates as the creature, which has a history of throwing objects at the cameraman, culminates the demonstration by violently breaking off half of a healthy tree. The researcher notes this tree was roughly 8 to 12 inches in diameter, proving a strength far beyond any known local wildlife.
Look, see, he's coming right above me right here. He's fixing to throw something at me, whatever it is. Yeah, they don't like you messing with them. Look. What in God's name is going on? Look, that's bigger than me. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. What in Jesus' name is doing this? Oh my God, he just took half the tree down. Something, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, it's gotta be a, I don't even think a bear would have a chance in Hades and it doing this. It's something stronger than a bear. And he is pissed. Yeah, that's a healthy tree. About 8 to 10, maybe even 12 inches in diameter that he just broke because he's pissed because I'm getting close to him. I think I'm gonna bounce because I think he just hit the ground, which means he's about to face me on foot. And I don't really want to wrestle with somebody that can tear trees down just because they're mad. My God, look at the tree he just freaking broke in half.
Faced with this terrifying display, the researcher concludes the aggressive entity must be something stronger than a bear and, being clearly agitated by his presence, decides to retreat before a physical confrontation can occur. This footage challenges conventional understanding. Is this raw, undeniable proof of a Sasquatch defending its territory with lethal force? Or could there be a rational explanation for the sheer sound and physical destruction of a tree of this size? Tell us what you think in the comments below. A team from the Bigfoot Society channel was filming deep in the remote woods of Prince Edward Island, Canada, searching for evidence of the legendary Sasquatch. Watch this rare footage as a massive dark figure appears and vanishes in the tree line in just a split second.
You ready? Okay. All right. Damn it. All right, go. What the? Dude, holy shit! Did you see that?
This clip has ignited a firestorm of speculation across the paranormal community, with many debating if it's genuine rare footage or a clever hoax. This next video comes from someone who doesn't present himself as a Bigfoot tracker or any sort of Sasquatch researcher. Even so, he was understandably rattled one night when his two 200-pound English Mastiffs rushed to the cabin's patio door, urgently wanting to be let back inside. Wondering what could possibly frighten such massive dogs, he grabbed a flashlight and aimed it toward the tree line. That's when he spotted what appeared to be a pair of eyes, positioned roughly 7 to 8 feet above the ground, staring directly back at him from the darkness. He kept scanning the hillside, repeatedly noticing those forward-facing eyes looking straight at him, before shifting slightly as if the head was turning. Even the dogs refused to step outside, clearly uncomfortable with whatever was out there. The man continued checking the slope, trying to keep track of the glowing eyes as they appeared and vanished between the shadows. For someone who had only ever wondered why people in so-called Bigfoot videos never ran toward the creature, he now understood firsthand why approaching something in pitch-black woods wasn't exactly an option, especially when his usually fearless Mastiffs wanted nothing to do with it. There's no concrete proof this figure was a Bigfoot, and the uploader himself doesn't claim that it was. However, he notes that the spot where the eyes appeared sits around 7 to 8 feet high, with no branches, rocks, or structures that an animal could use for elevation. Whatever was out there was tall, and whatever it was managed to frighten two enormous protective Mastiffs. That alone makes the encounter unsettling. But if you're looking for a supposed Bigfoot clip offering an even closer look, another video might fit the bill. The uploader says the fruit from his apple and pear trees kept vanishing night after night, so he assumed a raccoon or some other common nuisance was to blame. To figure it out, he set up a camera. When he reviewed the footage the next morning, he was stunned by what he saw. As with most unexplained videos online, this one has sparked plenty of debate. Some viewers insist the face resembles a mask or puppet. Others argue it couldn't be a mask because the eyes appear to blink and respond to the camera light. Then there are those who claim there's no eye reaction at all. Take a look at the footage and decide for yourself. Did this person film a real Sasquatch peering through the window? Or is it nothing more than a staged hoax? Share your thoughts in the comments. A team of dedicated Bigfoot researchers known as Squatch Mafia placed trail cameras deep in the Appalachian Mountains, a region long rumored to hide large primates. The team recovered footage from late 2023 showing a small, dark, bipedal figure darting across the frame. The audio simultaneously captured strange, high-pitched vocalizations that do not match any known local wildlife. The unique combination of the small, upright figure and the unusual cries suggests the footage may have captured a juvenile Bigfoot. While skeptics argue it's a misidentified bear cub, this encounter is now cited as potential evidence that Sasquatch is actively breeding in the American wilderness. In 1974, a researcher near Mount St. Helens captured something unusual in the snow, a massive footprint unlike anything he had seen before. The cast shows an enormous track, far larger than a human foot, complete with deep impressions and shape consistency that sparked immediate debate. The photo of the cast beside a real foot highlights just how oversized this print truly was. Some believe it's compelling evidence of Sasquatch activity in the region, while others argue it's an elaborate hoax. Decades later, the mystery of this footprint still fuels one of America's most famous cryptid legends. During an expedition in Northern California, filmmaker Roger Patterson claimed he captured evidence of a mysterious creature wandering through the wilderness. This photo shows Patterson presenting a plaster cast of a massive footprint he said belonged to an abominable snow lady, with another oversized cast displayed on the table. Some believe these casts prove Patterson encountered something truly unknown, while others argue it was all part of a hoax. What do you think? Genuine discovery or just another legendary Bigfoot mystery? A short but clear clip filmed by tourists on an Amazon jungle tour shows a dark, upright figure moving through the thick foliage.
Oh my God, do you see that? Wait, hold on.
I'm zooming. It's huge.
Keep the camera on it. Oh, it's moving. It's going deeper.
I got it.
As their vehicle passes by, its height and steady stride immediately catch their attention, prompting shocked reactions as they try to zoom in. Though only a few seconds long, the footage has reignited debates about the Amazon's long-standing reports of strange humanoid beings, from Mapinguari legends to modern sightings in remote areas of the rainforest. Was this simply an animal seen at the wrong angle, a trick of light, or something science hasn't identified yet? What do you think these tourists witnessed deep in the Amazon? In the quiet town of Bourganeuf, France, an old legend has resurfaced. A frozen, hair-covered humanoid reportedly shown at a rural fair in the 1990s. Photos from the time reveal a lifelike figure preserved in ice, drawing comparisons to the Minnesota Iceman and sparking debate over whether it was a hoax or something stranger. The images have returned as AI creators began animating classic cryptid photos, transforming still shots into realistic motion and renewing interest in the mystery. Was the Yeti of Bourganeuf art, taxidermy, or something unexplained? And how do you feel about AI bringing old legends back to life? This video takes a look at a creative experiment by a content creator who used modern AI tools to bring several well-known Bigfoot photographs to life. The original images were taken in different locations over the years, and the AI software simply transforms them into short, animated interpretations of what the photographers might have seen in the moment. What do you think about this AI recreation? Is technology helping us see these moments more clearly, or raising new questions about how we interpret unusual sightings? Share your thoughts in the comments below. A resurfaced video allegedly filmed on January 7, 2003 shows a large snow-covered figure standing near a remote mountain town. The man who recorded it said he spotted the shape blending into the landscape and quickly grabbed his old camera to capture it. Some argue it's just a person in a costume, while others note the visible muscle definition and natural fur movement, details they say would have been hard to fake with early 2000s equipment. The clip has renewed interest in long-standing Himalayan Yeti stories. Is this an unknown creature, a misidentification, or a well-executed hoax? What do you think? Authentic early footage, or a convincing illusion? A tour bus driver named John Vickers was taking passengers through the Everglades when he captured something unusual on the road ahead. The strange silhouette briefly walks across the headlights and disappears into the trees, leaving everyone wondering what they actually saw. Was it the legendary skunk ape, or just a mysterious local wandering the swamp at night? What do you think this figure really was? Just a few days later, another local reported seeing the same type of creature on a quiet morning drive. This time, the witness was a woman named Jan Brock. Jan Brock was driving to work early in the morning when she spotted something unusual crossing the road ahead. At first, she thought it was just a bear, until she noticed the way it moved, almost upright, almost human. The blurry shape disappears into the trees, leaving behind more questions than answers. If it wasn't a bear, then what exactly did she see out there that morning? Do you think this could be a skunk ape or something entirely different? Jan kept quiet about her sighting, worried people would think she was imagining things. But later that same day, her neighbor came across the very same creature during his morning commute. Instead of freezing, he chased after it and managed to snap a quick picture. The image is far from clear, but it does show a dark, upright figure moving through the woods. It's not enough to identify what the creature is, yet it's still more than just a story. So what exactly did both witnesses see lurking in those trees? Workers at a construction site in Alberta, Canada, reported seeing a massive, dark figure emerging from the fog in the nearby woods. One of them pulled out his phone and started recording the looming shape.
Oh yeah, okay, now I see something, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of coming over the...
Yeah. Oh, just through the tree.
In the original version of the footage, not much is visible. You can mainly hear the workers discussing something moving in the hazy tree line, claiming it was growing a tree. However, YouTuber Thinker Thunker later stabilized and enhanced the clip, producing a clearer look at what they had witnessed in the mist. A large, shadowy form appears to be standing at the forest's edge, and it seems to lift an entire tree with one arm before flinging it an estimated 30 to 40 feet. So does this show a Bigfoot captured on video? Is it a prop, or perhaps just someone in a costume with unbelievable upper body strength? You decide. But if you're looking for a supposed Bigfoot clip offering an even closer look, another video might fit the bill. The uploader says the fruit from his apple and pear trees kept vanishing night after night, so he assumed a raccoon, or some other common nuisance, was to blame. To figure it out, he set up a camera. When he reviewed the footage the next morning, he was stunned by what he saw. As with most unexplained videos online, this one has sparked plenty of debate. Some viewers insist the face resembles a mask or puppet. Others argue it couldn't be a mask because the eyes appear to blink and respond to the camera light. Then there are those who claim there's no eye reaction at all. Take a look at the footage and decide for yourself. Did this person film a real Sasquatch peering through the window, or is it nothing more than a staged hoax? Share your thoughts in the comments. The so-called albino Bigfoot has become a topic of discussion among residents of Carbondale, Pennsylvania, after a series of strange reports and unusual noises coming from the nearby woods. Several witnesses described seeing something resembling a monkey or an ape, even though no such species exists in that area. According to one account, a local homeowner heard odd sounds coming from the forest behind his property late one night. He picked up his video camera and went out to see what was happening. What set this sighting apart from typical Bigfoot encounters was the appearance of the creature itself. It seemed to be covered in bright, completely white fur. As expected, debate across the internet was intense. Many argued that the footage simply showed a person dressed in a costume and mask. Others, who analyzed the clip frame by frame, insisted that the figure's eyes appear to blink, and its mouth seems to move as it shifts away from the light. So the question remains, was this truly an albino Bigfoot captured on camera, or just someone wearing an impressively detailed white Sasquatch suit? The decision is yours. Following the neighbor's blurry photo, the story shifts back to David Sheely, a man who has spent months watching the Everglades in hopes of spotting the creature himself. One afternoon, he drifted off in his chair, only to wake to the sound of something moving through the swamp. Startled, He grabbed his camera and snapped several shots of a dark, upright shape moving in the distance. Wanting validation, Sheely later showed the images to archaeologist Bob Carr, who believed the photos were strong evidence of the creature's existence. But what do these pictures really show? A genuine skunk ape, or just another shadow in the swamp? Squatch Mafia dives deep into one of America's most enduring cold cases, connecting the dots between legendary Sasquatch sightings and the unsettling missing 411 phenomenon in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. They revisit the baffling 1969 disappearance of 6-year-old Dennis Martin, who vanished from Spence Field during a game of hide-and-seek. Despite one of the largest searches in national park history, the boy was never found. The search took a dark turn when a witness reported hearing a massive, sickening scream and seeing a shadowy, man-like figure hiding in the bushes nearby, moving with Olympic-level speed. Is the Dennis Martin case a tragic, unsolved kidnapping? Or does the chilling witness account support the theory that something far stranger, like the elusive Bigfoot, is responsible for vanishings in our remote wilderness areas? What do you think happened to little Dennis Martin in the Smokies? Todd Standing, a controversial Bigfoot researcher, shares what he claims is undeniable photographic proof of Sasquatch, captured deep in the Canadian wilderness. This short features a powerful, highly enhanced close-up of a Sasquatch's face, a photo that Standing states looks like an artist's drawing, but it's not, revealing astonishing details of its eyes, nose, and distinct fur. Standing insists that this kind of detail proves the creature's reality, but critics argue his methods and images are too heavily altered. Is this the real face of the elusive cryptid, or just a sophisticated hoax? You decide. Does this image convince you that Bigfoot is real? Squatch Mafia takes you deep into the remote woods of Litchfield County, Connecticut, a region not commonly associated with the legendary creature, to analyze newly resurfaced footage.
Where is he?
He's coming on. He's there. He's gonna pop up in a minute. There he is. He's popping up. Look for berries. Lots of berries.
Let's see him.
He's over here now.
Oh shit, he went too fast. I didn't catch him this time. I didn't catch him that time.
This clip features an enhanced version of a mysterious video allegedly captured by a local resident, showing a large, dark, bipedal figure moving quickly and deliberately through the tree line. Is this definitive proof of a Bigfoot presence in Connecticut, or is it simply a large bear or a person misidentified by the camera? A resurfaced video dated January 7, 2003, shows what appears to be a large, snow-covered figure moving near a remote mountain town. Released again on October 13, 2025, under the title Massive Yeti Caught on Camera. The clip was recorded by a man working on his property who noticed the figure blending into the snowy terrain before filming it with his old camcorder. Skeptics argue it may simply show someone in a costume, while others point to the visible musculature and the way the fur seems to contour around the body, details they believe would have been difficult to fake with early 2000s recording technology. The discussion has also revived interest in the long-standing Yeti legends from Himalayan cultures, where stories describe a powerful guardian-like figure inhabiting high-altitude regions. Whether this footage captured something unknown, a misidentified figure, or a well-crafted hoax remains open for interpretation. What do you think? An authentic early encounter or a convincing illusion? A newly circulated photo shows a tall, dark figure standing motionless on a remote forest road, blurry, but distinct enough to spark debate online. The posture, height, and unusual bend in the knees have led some viewers to question whether the figure could be a person, an animal, or something more difficult to explain. Around the same time, a compelling encounter was reported near Plum Creek in Monroe County, Michigan. A father and his 12-year-old son were bow fishing when they heard a heavy thud in the trees and briefly saw a large, upright, dark figure move smoothly between the brush. Both witnesses later submitted their account to the BFRO, which found their descriptions consistent and the environment similar to previous reports from remote, wildlife-rich areas. Whether these incidents point to something unexplained or simply reflect misinterpretations of natural events remains uncertain. What do you think? Coincidence, misidentification, or something truly unusual? A newly surfaced video from Big Hill Pond State Park in Pocahontas, Tennessee, shows a park employee casually recording himself while discussing recent sightings, only for something unexpected to appear behind him.
What this is about. The threat is real in McNairy County. There have so far been 6 reportings. People are getting very close, reporting the smell of burnt tires and dog breath. Brother, that's Bigfoot, and he's coming. So far, we've looked around.
As he speaks to the camera, a brown, upright figure can be seen moving quickly through the tree line in the background, prompting immediate debate online. Some viewers believe the timing is too perfect, suggesting the clip may be staged, while others point to Tennessee's long history of reported encounters dating back to early pioneer accounts of strange calls, wood knocks, and wild, hair-covered figures in the Appalachian forests. The witness insists the moment was completely accidental, and that what passed behind him was real. Whether this sighting was coincidence, a clever setup, or something unexplained remains uncertain. What do you think moved through the trees that day? A misidentified animal, a hoax, or something far more mysterious? A group of outdoor explorers in Oklahoma shared trail camera footage they captured while checking their equipment deep in the forest. Earlier that night, they reported seeing unusual signs in the area, and even believed they briefly spotted a towering figure moving between the trees. When they finally reviewed the camera, it revealed a close-up clip of a large upright shape stepping into frame after another animal triggered the sensor. The figure appears muscular, moves with a slow, deliberate stride, and stays partly hidden behind the trees. Some viewers think the footage shows a Bigfoot-like creature, while others believe there may be a more ordinary explanation. What do you see in this video? A trail camera deep in a remote, snow-covered forest in Idaho captured a strange figure last winter, an image posted online by an unknown outdoorsman. The photo appears to show a large, primate-like shape moving through the cold, though no one has stepped forward to explain how or when it was taken. Viewers have pointed out the creature's heavy build, dark hair covered in snow, and unusually clear facial features, making this one of the more discussed Bigfoot-related images in recent months. Idaho has a long history of reported sightings, from early Native American stories to modern accounts from hunters and hikers. But what exactly are we looking at here? A misidentified animal, a person in harsh winter gear, or something unexplained captured at the right moment? Take a look and let us know what you think in the comments below. Last winter, a landowner in a remote Canadian forest set up an HD trail camera after noticing unusual activity around his property. What the camera recorded has sparked intense debate online. The footage shows a tall, dark, humanoid figure partially hidden behind the trees, its size and movement unlike anything the owner expected to capture. As the creature shifts, it brushes snow from a nearby trunk, offering a clearer view of its full height and the dense black fur covering its body. Some viewers believe it could be one of the clearest Bigfoot sightings ever recorded, while skeptics argue it's simply a person in a costume staged for the camera. With Canada being considered a hotspot for reported sightings, this clip raises even more questions. What do you think? An elaborate hoax, a misidentified animal, or something we still can't explain? A hiker exploring a fog-covered forest in Washington captured a brief but intriguing moment earlier this year. While filming his surroundings, he noticed a tall, dark figure moving slowly through the mist. An upright silhouette that seemed unaware it was being watched. The strange gait, stiff movements, and the way it drifted back into the fog have sparked immediate discussion online. Many viewers believe the thick fog may have helped conceal the figure, allowing it to blend into the trees before vanishing from sight. Others note that Washington has a long history of reported encounters, which adds even more curiosity to the footage. Still, nothing in the clip confirms exactly what the hiker saw. Was this just a figure distorted by fog, a misidentified animal, or something we can't explain? Share your thoughts in the comments below. A recently shared photo from a dim, remote forest has been gaining attention online for its unusual clarity. Although the exact location hasn't been confirmed, the image shows a tall, bipedal, ape-like figure with noticeable muscle definition and a partially exposed midsection, details that some viewers claim look too natural to be a costume. For decades, Bigfoot sightings have relied on blurry videos, brief eyewitness accounts, and footprint casts. Clear, high-resolution evidence has always been the missing piece, leaving many to wonder what a definitive image would truly reveal. Whether this new capture brings us closer to that answer remains uncertain. Does this photo show something unexplained, or is there a more ordinary explanation behind the scene? Share your thoughts below. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.